Steve Alper is the co-owner of Atomic Records, a 14-year-old music store on Magnolia Boulevard. His store is adjacent to the Magnolia post office, which is a luxury for Steve because he does a lot of business by mail.
That they're like a cliche, the stereotype post office from Mayberry where everybody knows your name, the great people who work there, and I have not one complaint about that post office.
Steve relies on the post office to keep his store in business, which is why he was so frustrated when the building's landlord threatened to close it down last year.
60 years the post office has been in that spot, and it's just kind of the glue of the neighborhood. It is the point where people come, and I think it would have a bigger effect than people realize if it just disappeared.
The U.S. Postal Service was okay with closing the branch, but Steve and other local business owners refused to let it go without a fight. They created a petition and urged customers and neighbors to sign it. Soon there were over 4,000 signatures, too many for city officials to ignore.
It seemed like no one was hearing us, and calls to the city hall, calls to even the U.S. Postal Service. Everyone was just kind of shaking their heads and saying there's nothing we can do, so we just thought maybe if enough people protested, then we could actually get something done.
The petition worked. In early January, the landlord agreed to sign a month-to-month lease, which means the post office will stay open for at least another month. Steve is pleased by the decision, but knows there is still a long way to go.
It's month to month, so I can't say that the battle has been won. Maybe the war or slightly won, but not really. But if it turns out that we actually got them to keep the post office open, I'd just be thrilled.
Steve and the other owners won't hear a final decision until April. But for now, it looks like they've earned the post office an 11th hour reprieve. Reporting for Robertson News, this is Patrick Crawley.